it really do depend. So here, one scenario. This is the situation. If he paying $500 in child support, right, and getting his kid, you know what I'm saying? And so when he's getting his kid, that means that he has to feed his kid, and then there may be times that he's clothing his kid when he has them and things like that. So in that case, if that's the case, yes, I do not think that he should have bought them shoes, because $500 for child support, you're getting $500 for you.
Where we interview real people telling real truths and stories. The overall objective here is to break the negative narratives that plague our communities and minds. The biggest one we aiming to attack is that there are no more good men and women out here. Stand-up men and women. The men and women we actually need in positions to help change our community for the better.
What do I look at?
You just look at me.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Welcome to Big Flex Overdose. Okay, we finally got you on here.
So sorry.
You've been ducking us.
I ain't been ducking. I've been busy
Yeah.
getting to the bag.
I'm already helped. Like, that's why I ain't complaining. Okay. We got through the intro. I could did that with more energy. It's a late night one. Welcome to Big Flex Overdose, baby. There we go. There we go. Okay. What is your name, ma'am?
My name is TERRIS.
Okay.
I go by TERRIS Arnell. You know, my artist name.
Okay. So where did you grow up at?
That's a good question. I mean, I was born here, raised here, and then like right before my 8th grade year, I moved to Arkansas and finished school down there. So I always be like, whoever asks the question, I tell them, then be like, you choose where I grew up at.
Which part of Arkansas?
Whitehall. I'm gonna say Whitehall, but
Okay.
most people know Pine Bluff.
Okay.
Arkansas.
Because I just saw a documentary about the town in Arkansas, Little Rock.
Yep.
I was like, damn.
Little Rock is historical. They like 30 minutes away.
Okay. They was getting down in Little Rock. It was crazy, that documentary I saw.
And still do. It's central, yeah.
Okay. So which one do you rep more? That's the better question.
St. Louis. That's the blood. That's my heart. I hate to admit it, but that's where I'm from.
Okay. So you said 8th grade. So that means you graduated high school in Arkansas.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's slow it down and talk about being here in St. Louis from being born to your 8th grade year. I mean, you would have been what, like 13, 14?
Yeah.
15,
I think I was like 14.
Yeah. So what was that like? Like, what made you move to Arkansas?
My mom got married to this man that lived down there. And yeah, we moved down there because of that man. And by the time I got there, they wasn't together no more. And I was like, bro, let's go date. What are we here for?
Did you want to move?
Did I want to move to Arkansas? Never. Hated it. Man, I did not like it there. At first, we moved there probably like in June, right before my 8th grade year or something like that. And then my birthday, is in July. It rained. My mom was at work. It was just horrible. I didn't know nobody. So it was just like, man. And then I didn't get my first phone till probably like my junior year of high school. So
damn,
I was at home with no communication, nothing, just regular satellite TV. Because we ain't have cable. You know
what the fuck? What was you doing?
You were crying. What? Wasn't doing nothing. Just
you weren't going outside?
What was I going to go outside and do? I just moved there like a month or so ago.
Okay.
I ain't know nobody.
Okay.
I ain't even started school yet.
Oh, okay.
All I had been to was church a few times. I ain't know nothing. My mom was at work. It was raining. It was all bad.
So, what was your mindset like? Like, did you start acting out down there, or did you shut up and be like, I ain't fucking with nobody?
I don't know. I've always been myself. I feel like, I don't know. I didn't shell up. I didn't act out. I mean, I just was still myself. I mean, when I moved down there, it was definitely like a culture shock because, like I said, people know Pine Bluff, but I went to Whitehall, which is kind of like in Pine Bluff or whatever. But it's kind of self-explanatory in its name. It's predominantly white at the time or whatever. So everybody was, even the black people was kind of like, you so ghetto. Like every time I turn around, I was called ghetto for like 2 years, like cornrows, hoop earrings, like it was hilarious. But by the time I'm graduating, people like, you the whitest black girl I know, and because now I talk proper. And
so did you get bullied?
No, I mean. No.
You said try. You was like, they tried to pick on me one time.
I mean, they could try, but at the end of the day, it's always been like okay, and bullying ain't never really worked on me.
All right, can you recall a funny or embarrassing childhood moment that your family still tease you about?
Not really. Honestly, no, not an embarrassing one.
Okay, this might be a better question then, because he was like,
I don't be tripping on nothing.
What's a lesson you learned as a child that you still carry today?
One lesson I learned, I guess, would be like to treat people the way you want to be treated, which that was like engraved in my head as a kid, which is like why I live by it, which is why it just burns me and shocks me. Like when people treat me a certain way or whatever, and it's like, that's not how I treated you, or that's how you want me to treat you, but then when you treat them that way, they don't like that. So, but yeah.
How was that engraved into your head?
I don't know. I think up until 4th grade, I went to Gibson my 5th grade year. So up to 4th grade, I went to a Catholic school. 3rd, 2nd, it was always religious based. So it was always, of course, treat people the way you want to be treated. So I think it's just how I was raised and what was taught to me consistently.
How many siblings do you have?
I have, on my mom's side, I have a brother and sister. They share a father. And on my father's side, I have 2 brothers. They have their own mothers.
So you really in the middle of some shit.
Yeah. And the funnier part is my mama was married to their dad, and my dad was married to their moms. I'm the only bastard. But I would say that I'm the best kid out of all of both sides, period.
I want you to start though. So you got
hey, it's what it is. What it is.
Go down that road.
They know what's up.
Unless you want to say some shit, cause I'm giving you the platform.
No, it's cool. Okay. They know what's up. I ain't gotta even say nothing. What's understood don't gotta be explained. You know.
I've been thinking about getting that tattooed on me. I swear to God,
really?
I have been. Cause that's been something that I've been saying to shut myself up from talking too much lately. Cause I caught myself doing it, like, but I just realized, like, come on now, like, you get cotton mouth, like, niggas gotta drink a gallon of water, and you just tried to convince one person about some shit you've been working on for years, bro. Like, who really won? Like, yeah, And then you realize that I just told this motherfucker about all my goddamn plans. Like
Exactly. And they ain't thinking about nothing for you. Now they thinking about how they can use it for themselves.
You like, man, what did I really just do? It's like, wait, like you said, was understood and got to be said.
Yep.
So, okay, let's talk about middle school or that age range.
Mm-hmm.
What was some growing points for you? What were some things that introduced you to real life?
Struggling, I guess. Like not really being able to have what everybody else has, or I don't know. I think just having to live differently, than everybody else, to live in my means, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah.
Would you like
Without saying we was broke. Because we weren't broke. I mean, I will say the lights never was off. You know what I'm saying? The water was never not hot or off,
Right.
But meals would get stretched, or we just eating bread for, you know what I'm saying? But, it did what it did. And when it was there, it was great.
You gotta finish it. Look at me now.
Yeah, we growing. Still growing.
Okay. So, how did that help you grow as a person? Going through some stuff like that.
It humbles you because, living in St. Louis, not that we had a lot here either, but we had more in a sense. So it's just like knowing that you can have less at any time. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So at this point, it's kind of just humbling me to know that, to never get comfortable. That's why I've been getting to that bag. But nah, just to make sure I don't never get comfortable and to try to stay ahead at all times, because you don't never know what's going to happen. Mm. I'm not trying to go without a meal. I like food.
For real, I used to try to convince you to go without it for a couple days.
Nah.
I just that's my lifestyle. All right, what advice would you give your middle school self, knowing what you know now?
What advice would I give? Continue to be yourself.
That's deep.
Like, I've altered myself here and there and in different ways just because of people, and I'm trying to come back to myself now. You know what I'm saying? And my middle school self was herself. But slowly started falling off, kind of, because it was a different environment, people telling me who I should be or whatever. But
can you give an example?
Being called ghetto. I wasn't really, like that ghetto or nothing like that, but or just having a label put on me to where like the way I was acting was not okay, as if how I was acting wasn't okay. It's not like I was doing nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's just how I express myself or express things is different from how you do it, So that's just what I'm trying to get back to, because I done closed myself in, and I'm a very expressive person. I speak my mind and all of that, and I haven't been doing it. So I would definitely tell my middle school self to continue to be yourself and speak your mind when it needs to be spoken. Don't do it enough
now. What do you think that will get you? Speaking your mind more.
I would say awareness of my boundaries, to be respected.
Okay.
Because I could say my boundaries could be respected, but I know my boundaries. So if I'm not saying nothing.
I'm going to look into it. Okay. Let me soften it up real quick. We only 15 minutes in this one.
Oh my goodness.
We got a whole 45 to go.
Lord.
Okay. Were there any pop culture trends or events that defined your middle school experience? The concert you went to, or motherfucking Soldier Boy song that
No, straight up though, middle school, because listen, I'm finna go to my class reunion next month. I'm excited. And it's gonna be so funny because I've been living back here. So I'm so interested to see if I'm finna hear "You So Ghetto" like all over again. It's gonna be hilarious. And I'm gonna thrive in it. I'm gonna love it. But what I was thinking about when I go there is mentioning, because I had joined the basketball team like as soon as I had got there. And we used to always listen to Justin Bieber, Baby, in the locker room before and after practice every day. And we used to sing it like it's a video on Facebook somewhere. I don't got my old Facebook page, but we was all in there jamming. So I don't know. That's what come to my mind. We used to straight jam to that song in the locker room, man.
I used to jam to that motherfucker.
We used to jam when I was 13. I had my first club. I was singing it early on my route. I was like, hey, I gotta sing that when I go down there. They gonna be lit. They gonna be lit.
I used to go through and singing that song.
For real. Didn't know nothing.
Miley Cyrus, The Clown.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
I used to
and I was in choir, so boy, they used to turn it up. I'm so weak. Yes.
So how was it transitioning into high school?
It wasn't hard. I mean, I don't know.
Like, was you happy? Was you prepared? Did you fuck that shit?
It was just like another year at school to me. I mean, I don't know, shit. I mean, which is crazy because when I was there, it was called junior high, and the ninth graders was still at the junior high. And so I had my ninth grade year at the junior high. And then by the time I went to my sophomore year at the high school, the ninth graders came with us. And then the junior high turned into middle school, and eighth grade was the oldest or whatever. So we was like my year was the last class to be the ninth graders at the junior high. Okay. But so it was just like,
I know
we just went to another
shit. I know y'all feel like the big brothers and sisters. Like,
I mean, you know,
to sit back and learn.
You hear me? It was like we brought them on up here with us. Like, all right, we come on, yeah.
Yo, so was you playing any sports in high school? Or you said
I played everything. Well, in high school, I didn't really do too much. I had got in trouble so much in middle school. Maybe I was acting out. Well, I acted out since a kid. That's what I'm saying. Acted out or went in my shell. I was the same person. If anything, I became better. They did help me to be better at that school. I'm not gonna lie. I was acting out.
What was the number one reason you think you was acting out?
No guidance, maybe. I don't know. No, guidance. No examples. No examples here at all to really as to, I don't know how to act right. So go down there to
what type of advice was you getting?
What you mean?
Like, when you reflect back, like advice you was like, I shouldn't have been told that.
Nothing. I don't feel like I was really getting none. Yeah, or I don't know, none that stuck.
So what type of role models did you find yourself looking up to?
People at church once I got in high school. I was like very religious when I was in high school and stuff. So I looked up to a lot of church leaders, and then I was looking to be a leader in church. I even led the praise team and stuff like this. So church and religiousness at that time was kind of what kind of got me on the right path or whatever.
Okay, I like that. That's what's up. It was sports that saved me and looked like boys like me.
It was definitely church.
I think it hit different when it's religion and church. Cause it was a couple guys that I grew up with that was real heavy in church, and you know that was my age now. They married with kids. I'm like, okay.
It kind of whatever. It builds that foundation. It gives a it places that foundation. When you have your spirituality and your spirits are aligned. I'm being so serious.
Okay. So, side question. What's the most adventurous thing on your bucket list? And have you accomplished it yet?
The most adventurous thing on my bucket list, I guess, would be skydiving and all.
You're not afraid of heights?
I am. I am. I just like to put myself in situations that makes me have to overcome it, you know? Or it's just the experience. So I want the experience, I'm gonna have to get over it for the moment. But yeah.
Know something else? Because I feel like everybody says skydiving.
Oh, I don't know. I can't think of nothing that's more adventurous than skydiving. Because I mean, I want to do. Okay. I would like, I don't know, feed a bear or a tiger or something. Like, if somebody was like, all right, we're going to, like X Factor or something. Like, I go on X Factor. If X Factor was like, let's go in the wild, or you know, like that type of stuff, them shows where you be, I would do something like that.
Okay. I'll fuck with that. That'll hit different.
That'll be lit. That'll be an experience. Very.
If you could have dinner with any historical figure, who would it be and why?
Historical figure? Name a historical figure. Like, because if I mean, I don't like history, so that's why I'm saying, like, who do I really care to sit down with?
Okay, who would you consider historical?
Who would I like Abraham Lincoln or something? Like, I don't know. Is he not historical?
He is.
Exactly. So, or like Barack. I don't know, but sure, let's go with Barack Obama.
Why?
I don't know. I really don't.
Okay. I think this would be a better question for you.
Mm-hmm.
What is the best piece of advice you ever received, and how does it impact your life?
I think the best piece of advice I've received as of today would be to not let things I can't control me. And it has been very, very impactful on my life. Me letting stuff control me that I can't control. So that's probably the best advice that I'm working on right now. Working with.
And how has that impacted your life?
I mean,
Think about it.
I'm saying like, I just think that
Talk your shit.
I'm trying not to like go too. No, I just think as long as I'm letting something control my life, like I'm a very emotional person. So stuff that I can't control, letting it control me and me being an emotional person, it keeps me from like eating. It keeps me from like just focusing on anything, period. So yeah, I just have to work on, that's just what I'm working on. I don't have to go no more into detail because I'm working on it. That's why I don't know what to say. It's not fully impacting my life yet because I'm still working on it. Advice that I want to fully impact my life.
Well, I can see it's a peaceful energy working around you. Is either you fighting
Positivity.
yeah, with a shirt.
Positivity.
Yeah, but I could definitely see the pieces you're still putting together to complete it. If that makes sense.
I'm glad it's been seen.
So, what's the most unexpected or surprising success that you achieved in your life? Look back and be like, damn, I did that.
Birth a kid. Is that too cliche?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, that's definitely would be it. I mean, I went through 17 hours of hard labor. And like, yeah. And not even just the birth of my kid, like driving myself there, going through the birth by myself, going home, driving home by myself, taking care of my child by myself. Literally no friends, no family for a good little minute. So
why didn't you have friends and family?
Because I had moved to Houston. And by the time I got there, I had found out I was pregnant and everything. So I was already there in my lease.
So how did you find out you was pregnant affect you? Were you happy?
No. At the time I was not, honestly. Nah. I wasn't happy because when you know you're not in the space to have a kid, whether it's you or the person that you're with in your relationship, it's just, so no, I wasn't happy. But God wanted me to be pregnant and have this child.
What techniques did you find yourself using to get through that?
Breathing. A lot of breathing. A lot of breathing, rocking, eyes closed. Like, honestly. Like, because I did my best and tried my hardest to make sure I was the calmest and most peaceful during my pregnancy because I did not want any bad energy to be rubbed onto my child, you know? So it was a lot of so yeah, a lot of nodding and rocking and breathing.
So what was the unexpected part about it?
Well, it was unexpected because I wasn't planning on being pregnant. I had trips planned for that year. I had just got back from Miami, didn't even know I was pregnant while I was in Miami. Like, I was ready. I had stuff to do that year. Like, I had just placed my big old Shein order and everything, all smalls. Had to throw it and give it all away because I ended up big. I was like,
So,
dang.
okay, You probably just answered my next question. What was the first change you found yourself having to make, knowing that you was pregnant? First big change. First adjustment.
It wasn't the clothes.
That'd be hard for some people.
It wasn't the clothes. I actually stayed small until I was like about 5 months. Then I blew up real quick. Like real quick. But it wasn't the clothes. I mean, the first adjustment was being healthier, because being healthier mentally, physically, and emotionally, that was the big adjustment, because I knew I was in a toxic situation. So it was like trying to keep a healthy space in that was the biggest challenge and goal. It was fairly, my baby's fairly healthy.
So, what type of health changes are you making besides the breathing?
I mean, I was eating more fruits and vegetables. Um, was cooking a lot more. I was eating a lot of more homemade stuff. I mean, I was started working out, walking at the park. I mean, I kind of did a whole good 360 a little bit, or 180.
What was the one type of fruit, vegetable, or herb that you can never get like around eating? You just like, no matter what, you be like, fuck that shit. It's asparagus for me. I can never fuck with asparagus.
I don't like coconut.
For real?
I hate it.
Yeah, I don't like coconut either, low key.
I hate it. Like, I could pick it out of anything. Like somebody will be like, "Oh, this is a such and such cake. I only just put a little bit of coconut milk or something like that." They'll say, and I'll be like, "No, I'm gonna taste it. No, it's just a little bit." Okay. Or they'll be like, "Oh no, you just taste it because you knew it was in there." They might make it another time or something like that, or we can go somewhere and eat something, and nobody will say anything about coconut, and I could taste it and be like, "Does this have coconut in it?" And they'd be like, It's just even the flakes. Coconut flakes. That's disgusting.
It was the bars that fucked it up for me.
The what, Almond Joy or
something? Yes. I mistake them motherfuckers for a Snicker bar.
How you mistake that for a Snicker?
Fat playing the game. I was playing GTA. Just got the trick or treat, boy. Higher than a motherfucker. Just smash the shit. Reaching and grabbing. I'm like, I got a couple Snickers left. Smash these niggas.
Oh, that was the little mini one. Yeah. Okay, I give you that. Because I'm like, you can definitely feel the difference between an Almond Joy and a Snicker.
I mean, yeah.
But if you talk, that's different. Okay. Because the bite size, they about the same.
Throw that mug in your mouth and get back to the game. You just, I was like, the fuck is that?
I do not like coconut.
Forever. I was like, man.
My baby drank I had gave him some coconut water one time because it was nothing else to drink. He bashed it, but my baby eat and drink almost anything.
I can't. So okay, before we keep going, because I need to do this. Coming out of high school or reflecting back coming out of high school, what's 3 pieces of advice you would give to a younger female that you think they should be aware of? Maybe either they can be going into high school or in high school or coming out themselves.
Be yourself at all times. Know your boundaries. And so many pieces of advice. I said be yourself. Oh, I just feel like that's just so important to be yourself. Like, if you being yourself, you're good. No.
But what if you don't know yourself?
Actually, yes. I would say, well, if you don't know yourself, then, I mean, find yourself. I don't know. I would say be yourself, and if you don't know yourself, find yourself. Just find yourself with grace. With grace and humility and respect for yourself. Respect yourself. Let me say that. Babe, okay. If you don't know yourself, respect yourself. How about that? If nonetheless, respect yourself. And in respecting yourself, you need to know your boundaries. To respect yourself, because you ain't going to respect yourself if you ain't got no boundaries. Okay. We wrapped them up. Okay. So then the third one, I would say, I don't know. I really don't know. Coming out of high school, do what makes you happy.
That's a good one.
I would say do what makes you happy. Yeah, those three.
So, what does independence mean to you, and how has it shaped your life and decisions?
Independence. I used to think independence meant. That's funny because I didn't think about it until like right now. But I used to think that independence was like being able to do everything yourself, like with no help at all, nobody at all, like not even a babysitter. You know what I'm saying? Like no help, or not even your mom, your grandma watching the kid. Like no help at all. But I think independence is being able to depend on yourself, but accept help from others at the same time, if that makes sense. Like, not be able, I feel like being independent is not dependent on somebody else, basically. But if you're able to, you should. You know what I'm saying? Like, independence does not mean you should be doing it all by yourself all the time and just no help at all. I think it's being able to do it yourself, but also knowing that you should take the help when you have it.
I definitely agree. I tell people, it's a balance to everything.
Mm-hmm.
With independence comes dependence, but with each side of the coin, it's an art to it as well. So it's an art to receiving help, and it's an art to doing things on your own.
Mm-hmm.
And you just got to figure out that stroke of the brush and find a balance while doing it. Because I feel like that's where most of my humility came from. I wanted to do it all by myself, but you can't go over 80 hours a week.
Mm-hmm. No, for real, and still try to be at everything else, and
like you need somebody at least to put 60 in, while at least you do the 80 for a year or so, But it's a balance and it's an art, so it's just figuring it out.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, what are some key lessons you've learned on your journey to becoming an independent?
Well, that was one. Because I always thought I had to do everything myself. Like, I wasn't independent if I accepted help or asked for help, even when I really, really, really needed it. Like, they would just take away my independence. Like, I'm no longer an independent woman if I accept help from this person. So that's definitely one lesson I've learned, and I'm still learning. I would say another lesson as growing into an independent woman, I guess, to not get comfortable, I guess. I mean, it don't matter how good everything get, or it don't matter how much somebody do for you, don't get comfortable. Continue to be independent, accept the help, be grateful for the help, but still be independent.
So how would you balance that with the relationship like a marriage?
I don't know. I feel like keep you some money. I don't know. You just always got to keep your own money, period. You should always keep your own money. That's the only answer. Like,
That's a good answer. That's a good answer. Like it's a Drake quote I want to say, but I just can't get it out right now.
I feel like I know it too, but I can't think of it
Yeah,
fully.
but it's like as you grow with anybody, make sure you getting your piece of the pie. You know, make sure
Mm-hmm.
you getting your piece of the cake. No matter how much you help somebody or think everything good and it's love, contract that shit up and make sure you getting your cut of what you worth. You know, what type of value, however much value you think you putting into whatever it is. Make sure you getting that back in whatever currency you want.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with that, you know. So okay, so what was your priorities coming out of high school? Like, did you get pregnant in high school or
Coming out of high school, my priorities was taking care of my mama.
mm,
My mom was sick in the high school. She had been in and out the hospital at that point. So coming out of high school, I was, well, actually, no, yeah. I did end up signing up for the Navy right before college, but I still ended up going to college or whatever. Just it was free, and then get some education. But I mean, I wasn't going to classes, so I didn't pass the semester. But yeah, coming out of high school, I was just thinking about making sure my mom was gonna be taken care of, because that's where I learned my independence from. All I've seen was her do it by herself and work and work and work and work and work. Like I said, I was at home by myself on my birthday because she was at work. So all I've seen was her work. So it's like, at this point, let me figure out how to get this money so you can chill out, because you're killing yourself. That was my priority in high school.
so what made you sign up for the Navy?
Realizing that was gonna be easier money, more stable, guaranteed check with good benefits for everybody. So
How did that work out?
I ended up being medically discharged, so it didn't work out too well. And then plus the reason of me joining, mom ended up passing a month before I went into the military anyway. So
Mm.
it was just like,
How did that hit you?
ass trash, huh?
How did that hit you?
With her passing. I mean,
Were y'all close?
I mean, no. I would say no. But at the same time, she was the only person I grew up with. So it was the only person I was close to. But were we close? Like, do we have a good mother-daughter relationship or whatever? No. I really had a great relationship with none of her kids. So, yeah, no. So the way it hit me, it didn't really hit me too hard. And also, she was religious. So it's not like through her pain and through her being sick, she made it hurt or made it sad. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It just didn't hit extremely hard. It hits more now than it hit then. Cause it's like, dang, I don't have her to talk to or whatever, but like just her passing, like and then also it wasn't just like she passed. It was we just decided to pull the plug and everything. So
okay.
It was prepared for.
So did that make you want to go into the Navy even more?
To be honest, yeah. Because it was like, what else am I gonna do? Like, my mama gone, and I was going to college down there in Arkansas, and it was just me and her. So, I mean, I had a boyfriend at the time or whatever, but which is who I ended up marrying like a few days before I left for the military. But he was going into the Army, which he decided way later after I had decided to go to the Navy. But it was just like, ain't no point in staying here. And then, yeah. But yeah, I did end up went ahead and still went in, because they did ask me like, okay, well, you don't have to go no more, once she had passed and everything. But I was like, no, still go. I already signed them papers. Going through with it. At this point, it is what it is.
What made you get married right before you went into the Navy?
We loved each other. So our recruiters told us, since we was going into two different branches, if we wanted to be together, we'd probably have to get married in order to get stationed together, which was a lie. So, but that's why we got married, because we wanted to make sure we was going to be together. Just for me to get medically discharged anyway, so it didn't even matter. But it's whatever.
Okay, we ain't gonna talk about that, cause
yeah.
What advice do you have for other women who aspire to be self-reliant?
Who inspired to be self-reliant?
Yeah, they may be going through it, but they really want to do their own thing.
Do it. Just do it. It's not going to be easy. And it's not going to be easy. You might be homeless. You might be whatever. But if it's going to put you in a better position or put you where you want to be, well, whatever the case may be, just do it. Do it. Just do it. Fuck it. Just do it, Nike. That's what I say.
Okay, so what's a positive quote that just rings in your head often, or from time to time that just pop up out of nowhere? It could be a song, a piece of a song.
A positive one. Because what popped in my head was "Preach" by Young Dog, but I don't know if that counts. I don't know.
It could be considered positive.
Okay.
What are you saying, that motherfucker? Can't even think of it right now.
If the nigga don't work, he'll leech. That's the quote.
If you could travel to any place in the world right now, where would it be and why?
I feel like it depends. It depends if I have a budget or not. Do I have a budget?
No.
Okay. If I don't have a budget and I just want to go anywhere, I don't know. Dubai. I don't know.
Okay.
Bali. Indonesia. I don't know.
Okay, I like those. My ass, I'm trying to go to Mars, nigga.
I'm screaming!
I'm trying to get the fuck out this planet.
I don't know about that yet. Let me get comfortable with the planes. Heck nah. He said Mars.
That's a good 2-year experience.
Heck no.
Niggas get up out of here for a second. Come back.
Mars, that's
Fresh and
wild.
young, baby. What's up? What y'all been on? Niggas all wrinkled up, crunched up, boy. I'm still in my 20s like y'all niggas.
I'm so weak. That's crazy. That's crazy to think about.
What?
You gonna come back a whole Martian. That's wild. That's super wild. You gonna be looking at us crazy. We gonna be looking at you crazy. Like, you red. Like, what? You red brown now.
Okay. What's a hidden talent or hobby of yours that most people don't know about? I'm getting better at reading these questions. Like, I'm getting real good at
I don't know. I'm an open book, so it's like, what don't people know? A hidden talent. Oh, it used to be my thumb could touch my arm, but I can't do that no more. My wrist broke. Yeah. Yeah. I can't do that no more. I don't have any. What's yours?
Oh, wow. I wasn't even thinking about my shit. I was looking at the next question. Damn. I can flip my eyelids.
They used to creep me out. Okay. Let me think one more time.
That's how to do that shit.
I can do something. I can make my elbows touch.
Do it.
Wait, can I?
Hell nah. You just yo, you really tried to.
I could have sworn I could do that. I'm telling you, I can't. I think my arms just sore. Yes. No, I go to the gym.
Okay.
No, man. Dang.
Should I go to another question?
Yeah, because I don't know.
What's your favorite way to spend a lazy Sunday afternoon?
Now, football Sunday.
Yo, looking ass. You do not like football.
Cowboys. You better ask my best friend. She was like, oh, wow, the whole time. Until I passed out. Because, like, we was whooping their butt. It got boring. It was, like, no competition. We whooped them 40-0. That's crazy. That's crazy. It was no competition. I was excited and everything. Then it was like, we got the ball back again and scored.
Throw your ass down.
Like, dang.
Like you on the field and shit.
Man, it felt like it. Like, dang. The offense, they would not let our offense play defense getting all our points. That's crazy. It's cool, though. I can't wait. Can't wait for the next game. Okay. Then the Jets just lost their... Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Do your football talk.
No, it's all right. Go ahead.
I'm a businessman. Shit.
I'm a businessman. I'm ready for the next football game. That's how I would spend my lazy Sunday.
Okay.
Watching the game.
Do you make rotel and shit?
No. 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 If the game was on like a... No, Sundays is still going to be Sunday dinner. Regardless. But if it's on some other day, then maybe.
So what's one goal or dream you're currently working towards, no matter how big or small?
Being a successful singer. I want my music to fund my lifestyle. Because my music is my passion. So I want my passion to fund my lifestyle.
So how's that journey been?
It's been up and down. Right now it's down. Slowly making its way up though. And it's only going up. So
hey, once you go down, I know you can go. It's up.
Yeah. I mean, but you can kind of like go straight.
Plateau.
Yeah, I'm not trying to go straight. We only going up. Keep going up.
So, you might be prying. What's something big that you have planned?
Wait, what was the beginning of the question?
What's something big that you have planned when it comes to your singing career?
Oh,
That's coming up.
that's coming up.
Girl, you need to be out there. You need to be singing shit.
I don't have anything coming up. Yeah, nothing.
You gotta change that. You
I
gotta
mean,
challenge
like,
yourself.
as far as projects and stuff,
As far as anything, like,
I mean, I got some features and stuff going.
okay, that's big. That's something that's
Oh,
good.
okay. I thought you meant like a performance.
It could have been that too. I'm talking about whatever it is. As
Oh,
long
okay.
as
Well,
you
I have
working.
some features going. I got a song I'm writing. I haven't gotten in the studio. I don't like to get in the studio until I have all of my. I don't like to waste no time. So, but I am working on writing some music right now. So when I do get in the studio, I kind of want to have a whole EP ready, or maybe even an album, and then just release a couple songs off of it first before I release the whole thing. So that's what I'm saying. I'm only moving up, but I'm taking my time. I'm not trying to take big leaps. I'm taking my time so I know I'm doing it the right way
Mm.
and checking off everything and make sure I'm scoping out everything and I'm missing nothing on my way up.
Okay. I would just suggest don't be afraid to take big leaps when you see the opportunity
Yeah,
because
that's
they count the
true.
most.
That is true.
Yeah, shit. As long as you working, like one thing I've been telling myself is, especially when I'm in like an awkward situation, I'll be like, I have to challenge myself on all fronts. Like I can't run away from any situation.
Mm-hmm.
I have to challenge myself to grow at whatever cost right now because I really want this. I really want what I want to do. So no matter how awkward the situation is, I have to thrive in that bitch.
Yeah, I will say I did have a performance. I had stepped out of my comfort zone in a way that I thought was gonna help my career or whatever. But I had decided to sing with this reggae band, but I'm not a reggae fan. But it was like just the fact that I could sing and you have to look, blah, blah, blah. So we ended up performing at Al's Lounge off Lindbergh and everything, and that's a 30 and up club already. So I come to the door, I'm not 30. So when they ID me, I'm like, okay. And they're like, you can't get in. I'm like, it's 30 and up. Like, what? So I'm already thrown off. This is my first time performing live, and I'm getting paid. Like, this is a gig. You know what I'm saying? So this is my first paid gig. So that already threw me off. So I'm like, okay, so it's gonna be all old heads in here. Then when I finally go in, it's like a private scenery. So it's like, oh my gosh, they finna be in my face. Not only was they finna be in my face, when I tell you the dance floor wasn't but like literally this space right here. And when I say they was grooving, like this one old man and old lady was on the floor and everything. I was like, okay, they was singing and dancing with me. I was like, it's so lit. But that was like a really eye-opening experience, and being able to sing with a band and get paid to, it's like, okay, that means I'm doing something. I know I can do something. You know what I'm saying? So that's the one thing that's keeping me from giving up. That was something that's keeping me from giving up, because it was like, okay, I straight had a paid gig, like, okay, not like no $20. You know what I'm saying? Like, I straight got paid to sing at a, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's a step up. That's a step up versus paying to sing because you're trying to get, so it's like, you're paying to see me. My name is headline, so it's like, yeah.
You know me.
That feels
Y'all
good.
trying to hide that shit, trying to keep it a secret.
You know, it's I got a lot of stuff on my little resume or whatever I be keeping to myself. It's just like I just feel like the place that I'm at right now, it's hard to believe because I'm not doing nothing right now. So it's just like
You're choosing to not do nothing.
That's true. That's very true.
You can change that in a matter of a week. You know that.
That's
I be
very
telling
true.
you that all the fucking time.
I know.
You choose to focus on the bullshit.
You know what? Oh, you know what? Okay. I felt that and then processed.
I ain't gotta say no more on it. Next question. Okay. Let's talk about raising a boy.
Raising a boy?
Yeah.
Lord. Who said that? Who said it was not for the weak? Nah, I love it. I love my baby. I love him. 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 I wish I could replicate him 10 times. Like, so seriously, I wish I could have like 10 of him. But raising him it is a little hard being a single mom because I am a tomboy, which is an advantage a little bit when raising a boy. But at the same time, when I am being feminine, so if I'm like putting on earrings or doing my hair or whatever, and he's sitting there, kids, yes, are watchers and stuff like that. But my baby, he is just like me, and I am a nosy individual. My baby is a very nosy individual. So it's like everything that I'm doing, every little movement, he watching. So it's like, watching me when I'm doing feminine things is like, nah, bro. That'd be the thing that get me. Or just period, him watching me so hard and it's something feminine that he is trying to pick onto or something or catch onto, and it's like, no.
So how do you combat that?
No. Don't do that. That's all I can do. And make sure he spends a decent amount of time around his father.
Okay, what's the most surprising thing that you learned about raising a son that you never expected?
The most surprising thing I've learned is that they can be so much like their mom. Shoot, I honestly didn't expect him to be so much like me. Like, he really is like my little twin. For real. If I was a dude, he would be that's my junior. Even though he got his daddy name as my junior. Like, he is just like me. But then again, it could just be because we've been in this thing for a minute by ourselves, kind of, you know.
So how do you encourage your son to pursue his passion or hobbies while ensuring he stays well-rounded? I know he only 1.5, wanted some change, but
I just try to help him. I try to do my best to not limit him when he is expressing himself, even though I know sometimes I can get overstimulated. But one thing I do try to do my best at is trying not to stop him or limit him when he's trying to express himself, whether he's exploring something, trying to discover something, or just singing, because my baby will sing. So I think just right now, since he is only he only 1.5 or whatever, that's the best way I can help him.
So what's the best piece of advice you received about raising a son, and how has it influenced your parenting?
I would say, which this would be for a son or a daughter, but especially a son, watching how I talk to him.
On me.
Yeah, that's like one of the biggest pieces of advice that I think is very important when it comes to a son, because he needs to know that he's a man, you know. So I don't want to be talking to him crazy, especially when he grow up and think that that's something that's okay. Whether he think that that's okay for a woman to be speaking to him that way, or him to be speaking to a woman or anybody that way. You know what I'm saying? So I think making sure I speak to him in a mannerable way.
I like that. I like that. Okay, so we pushing the hour 5 mark.
Okay.
I got a little video I want to show you. Then 1 or 2 more questions.
Okay.
Maybe out your hair.
Yes, sir.
You want to enjoy the rest of your day. Let me see if I can do this the right way. It's an art to everything. And hold on, okay, I gotta give context. So, this is a video of a man who's married but have a kid with another woman that's paying child support. His wife don't like the fact that he's paying child support. She don't like the fact that he's paying child support, and then chose to buy shoes for the boy as well.
Okay, so it's a married couple, and the man is on child support, and he bought
shoes for his son, and the wife is on his ass. Or there's another one if you don't want to watch that one. I got another choice.
It don't matter. What's the other choice?
It's a woman talking about how the police did her son wrong while being incarcerated.
It don't matter. They both sound. I mean, it don't.
I want to hear your perspective about this because I know how you feel about things.
You want to hear my perspective about which one?
The first one, the man.
Okay.
All right.
Between my child and my marriage, and shit getting old. It's getting very old and frustrating. Between your child and your marriage, what are you doing? I mean, like, what's going on? I'm recording, man. I ain't recording because you ain't dropping that shit. I don't give a damn about no Facebook, no YouTube, or nothing. No. And I don't care nothing about that. Because my thing is right here. You pay $500 a month. You can drop it. I'm going to put your business out there. You pay $500 fucking dollars a month in child support, and ain't nobody doing no extra. No shoes, no clothes, no toys, no nothing. Fuck all that. Talking about, man, my son needs some shoes. I don't give a damn. No, she can get the shoes out of child support money. She get the shoes out of child support money. That's what you pay child support for. The court ordered child support. You ain't got to do shit else. And she ain't giving nothing else. She should have never took the fucking child support out. She needed more money. Shouldn't feel like that. Why shouldn't I feel like that? That's my fucking child. I don't fuck that child. Fuck you too. I don't give a damn about that. I got to choose between my child and my marriage. And the shit.
So, what you think about that?
Wow. So I feel like
Indeed.
I feel like I don't know, man. I feel like it depends. I feel like that's my favorite answer. That's my favorite answer to anything. It really do depend. So here, one scenario. This is the situation. If he paying $500 in child support, right, and getting his kid, you know what I'm saying? And so when he's getting his kid, that means that he has to feed his kid, and then there may be times that he's clothing his kid when he has them and things like that. So in that case, if that's the case, yes, I do not think that he should have bought them shoes, because $500 for child support, You're getting $500 cash on top of me already taking care of him. It's not like I'm not doing nothing at all, or I'm only getting him here and there or whatever, and you getting child support or whatever. You're getting child support, and he's also taken care of when he's with me. You don't have to worry about some of the, you know what I'm saying? But then, okay, if he's paying $500 in child support and he get him the kid every other weekend or something like that, then yes, buy them shoes. You only get him every other weekend. You know what I'm saying? Like, or if he just don't get the kid at all and he just paying $500 in child support, yes, buy the kid the shoes as well. Yeah. And then with that, on to the she
OT for that.
She OT.
I'm OC for that.
Yeah, she was tripping. But me, to be honest, in my shoes, let me talk if I was the wife. If I was the wife, I would have just bought the shoes my damn self, to be honest, for my stepkid or whatever. Because whether it ain't that deep, I would have bought the shoes if it was me. But I mean, you never know their situation. If it's already tight and whatever, then it's like, yeah, they already getting $500. You can't, don't buy no more shoes. You already be getting him, and we already feed him, and don't buy no shoes. She can take out the $500. I understand that, but yeah, that's my thought on it.
To sum it up, okay. So I said hop on that ass.
I know, but no, yeah. I think it all depends. It depends on how much he's doing outside of that $500. If he's not doing that much, then yeah, he should have bought them shoes. But at the same time, whether he doing a lot or not, me being a wife, if his son needed some shoes, get them shoes or whatever. Or I don't know. It depends on the dynamic.
Okay. So the last question of the night, because you haven't.
I ain't go deep.
No, it's not that. You structured your answer so well, so it's been hard for me to debate it without playing a complete asshole. So, you know, I had to bow out gracefully, which I'm okay with. You know, it still was a good interview.
Good.
You funny as hell. All right, 3 gems you had to drop on the world. I prefer on younger women or women your age, but if you just had to drop it on the world, if you just a fuck nigga or some fuck niggas, you have to say some shit to, or fuck government.
Okay.
3 gems.
Treat people the way you want to be treated.
I felt
that. Have your basics. And basics also include your mental, physical, and emotional health. Before pursuing anything, for real. And third, be careful who you have your kids by.
Hey, motherfucking man. Hey, I fucks with those. Look at
I know it, because God damn.
Okay, and I like those because what I do is I sit back and judge, because I ask everybody that at the end of the interview, and I judge if the 3 gems are something to help a person start their spiritual journey, or is it something that they can use along their spiritual journey. And those are 3 gems people can use to start their spiritual journey. Like, really, that'll really set a strong foundation up and set a motherfucker off, especially that last one. I mean, get that one tattooed, that'll be shit. Right,
make careful decisions. That's what it should be, make careful decisions.
But, okay, man, thank you. It's pushing late hours. I know you got business to get to.
Yep.
Thank you for sitting down with us, dropping them gems.
Of course.
Can't wait till the part 2.
I'm glad I came.
The upgrade is gonna be something spectacular. We in this bit.
That's
Thank you.
spectacular. I'm so weak.
Yes, ma'am.